Well, it seems to be an eventful day, folks. We're getting more calls, and in addition to Christmas displays being vandalized, Walmarts across the country have had their parking lots blocked with concrete barricades. Our own Lena Olson is on the scene with more. Lena.
Hey there, Mike. Reports are coming in from across the country, and it seems that without warning or provocation, someone has barricaded the parking lots of Walmarts. And as most Walmart customers seem unwilling to park on the street and walk up to the stores, they have been effectively closed. But here in Bolingbrook, a couple people have been making the trek. In fact, there is a gentleman coming out of the store right now. Sir, could you take a moment to talk to us?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hey, what you got there?
Oh, this piece of crap is a .22 I bought here. I took it to the rifle range to shoot at my old Rex Grossman jersey, and it won't fire or nothing. And these yahoos won't take it back. Apparently there was some safety installed, and they say it ain't their fault that it giggles.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Did you say it giggles?
Yeah, like a toy or something. Here, listen.
Careful where you point it.
Sounds dangerous.
It does that every time.
Still, stop pointing it at me.
That's not very nice.
Stop it.
Let's be friends.
Can you believe this crap?
Well, that's, unfortunate.
Worst thing is, I just heard from my buddy Joe that all his guns are doing the same thing. He says them government guys put a chip into all the triggers, and now none of them work. Something big is happening. Uh-oh, I gotta get home. My kids are waiting for the Mickey D's I promised them.
Well, how about that there? Back to you, Mike.
Well, that sounds like a pretty big news indeed. Christ being removed from Christmas, Walmarts are being shut down, and guns everywhere have stopped working. Ominous or momentous? We'll keep following these events, folks. Now back to our show.
Hey, Hope Hotline, it's Cal here. There are things to hold on for. Please state your name and if you're in immediate danger.
My name's Seth, and not really. I'm just on the railing of a bridge right now. I'm just standing, looking over. I'm really depressed, you know?
Yeah, Seth, I understand. I was in a similar place after I got into a horrific car accident that killed my family and ripped off my legs. I just didn't see the point anymore, but we're gonna get through this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, no, don't be. I got over it, you know? I just had to find things to be thankful for.
Yeah, I get that, but...
So, do you have anything to be thankful for, Seth?
I guess not. I just can't think of anything.
How about your legs? You thankful for your legs, Seth?
Oh, I didn't... Of course I'm thankful for my legs.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. That was really inconsiderate of me.
No, it's fine. I used to have a hard time hearing it, but I work with this deaf guy, Jerry, and now I'm like, well, at least I can hear, you know?
Yeah. Wow. So there's 2 disabled people working on the same suicide hotline?
Well, there's really no telling how many of us there are. I mean, if I could see, then I could better estimate, but hey, that's arc welding for you.
Are you telling me you're blind, too?
3 years this summer. Don't feel bad for not asking me right off. I mean, I didn't ask you if you were blind. It's not an assumption one makes. You're not blind, are you, Seth?
No.
Wow, not blind and has legs. Now that's living.
I can't believe that you're a multi-disabled person who just happens to be answering phones at the suicide hotline. I mean, you've done nothing so far to address my overwhelming depression.
Well, I'd offer to put you on with my manager, but I think you'd find him a bit unresponsive, since last night his brain tumor pushed into his cerebellum and caused tonsillar herniation. Well, let's see how you do. John? Yeah, we got a jumper who thinks we're faking our misery. Do you want me to take down his phone number? Yeah, his focus is elsewhere today, but he did kiss the phone, so I'm pretty sure he's on your side about all this.
This is no way to treat me. Depression is...
Yeah, depression is a serious ailment, but it's not what you're experiencing. You're having trouble finding purpose in your life, and your definition of success is all out of whack. You need to understand how to spot your blessings. Not in a disappointed way where you're feeling like you're settling, but in an overwhelming way. To take an unencumbered breath, to stand up without back pain, to feel fed. These aren't givens.
But by those definitions, I would be thankful all the time. No one can walk around in a state of perpetual awareness of all their blessings. It'd be impossible.
Have you heard anything that I've said, Seth? Not everyone can walk around.
All right. I think I see what you're getting at. I'm going to do it. I'm really going to go back to my life and give it another shot. This time, taking nothing for granted.
You should, Seth. You really should. Rejoice, Seth. I'm going to go play some racquetball.
All right, folks, we got more breaking news. We can confirm that these events are not isolated to just the Chicago area. News is coming in from all across the country that Christ is being removed from Christmas displays on both public and private property. Walmarts have been roadblocked. Firearms have been remotely safetied and are no longer functioning. And now we're told that people are gathering in front of the Dominic's grocery store in Barrington. To give you more on that, our friend Julia Shu is now reporting live at the scene. Julia.
Thanks, Mike. I'm here at Dominic's Grocery in Barrington. As best we can tell, Dominic's has taken down all their red and green Christmas decorations and replaced them with non-specific displays wishing people happy holidays. In addition, they have removed all their traditional Christmas dinner items from the shelves. It seems Dominic's now only sells premium organic produce products, tofurkey and soy ham. It seems a group of teabaggers have assembled here in the parking lot to protest. Dominic's has actually sold out of all their non-organic teas, which the protesters seem to have purchased and are now throwing at the buildings and shoppers who exit carrying groceries. I'm going to try and get a word with one of the protesters. Here comes one gentleman now. Sir, can I speak to you one moment?
Sure.
What exactly are you protesting?
Can't you see? It's the beginning of the end of freedom. What they're doing in Christmas is, and what they're doing is the Constitution. We're a Christian nation, and the Second Amendment. What they're doing, Madison and Jefferson meant, but Obama, what he's doing is socialism. He's a fascist and a Muslim. It'll be okay. It's okay.
Take care of yourself. So there you have it, Mike. These recent events have stirred up quite an uproar, and it seems the teabags have found yet another reason to protest.
Thank you, Julia. It's good to get both sides of the argument. That's great journalism. To help make sense of all these events, we have in our studio now Professor Edelstein, a sociology and etymology professor at Roosevelt University. Professor Edelstein, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
So you say you have a theory about all these events, Professor?
Well, yes, it's all very fascinating, Mike. You see, I have been studying these sorts of things for years, and while there have been some signs a day like this would come, I have been unable to predict exactly when it would happen. Though each event may seem on the surface to be separate occurrences, I believe they are all in fact linked, and that this is an organized invocation of a sociological construct with intent to cause paradigm shift of massive proportions. Though seemingly a small event in and of itself, the key piece is the Christmas displays being, for want of a better term, edited. Though what seems odd to me is the use of the greeting Happy Holidays as acceptable secular terminology. You see, the etymology of holiday is of course holy day, making it very much a religious invocation, which when used in a greeting suggests that you are encouraging people to engage in pleasant religious activities. Meanwhile, the term Merry Christmas has far less religious implication when viewed through its etymological source, particularly the word merry, which literally means hilarious from drink. And the word Christmas essentially breaks down to Christian feast. In other words, when one says Merry Christmas, they are suggesting you gather with other Christians for a drunken evening of overeating, which is considerably accurate when you take into account.
All very interesting, Professor. But what does it all mean? Can you put this into layman's terms for me?
Certainly. To put it simply, what we are witnessing is the manifestation of the war on Christmas.
A war on Christmas?
Yes. If my data is correct, come tomorrow, Christmas in America as we know it will cease to exist.
Wow. Why don't we take a station break? We'll be back with Democracy Burlesque and further coverage of the war on Christmas after these messages.